Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Vijender Singh Tamar, Associate Professor in English. Presently, I am posted at Government College Guda in Jananu district. In the series of video lecture which I am delivering today, I will talk on BA Part 3rd, English Literature Paper First topic, actually a poem entitled Hiroshima. It is composed by Agay. You must have heard this name because he was a well-known Hindi poet of India, Agay. About Agay, let us discuss something about Agay. Actually, the Agay is the pen name of a great poet. The real name of that poet was Sachidanand Hiranand Vatsyayan is the real name of Agay. He was born in 1911 at Lahore, now in Pakistan, and then during the partition he came in India and settled in India, and he died in 1987 in Delhi. He is a well-known name in Hindi literature. He was a pioneer of modern trends, not only in the realm of Hindi poetry, but also fiction, criticism, journalism. We can say he was a versatile genius. He was one of the most prominent exponents of Navi Kavita, new poetry, Nai Kavita, or Prayogvad, experimentalism in modern Hindi literature. He edited many literary journals and books. He has also translated many of his poems into English, composed by himself, and also he has translated many poems written by others in Hindi into English. So he was a well-known name, keeping his contribution in the field of literature. He was awarded Sahitya Academy Award in 1964, and the highest award for literature in India, Gyanpith Award, in 1978. If he would have sport of politician and other lobbying, the person who creates lobby, he must have been awarded Nobel Prize. He was such a great personality, our Agay. Now let us come to the poem, about the poem. As the name indicates, Hiroshima, it is associated with a tragic incident in the human history. This poem actually first was composed by Agay in Hindi. Then he and Lord Nathan, both of them, translated it into English. Leonard Nathan and Agay himself. Agay was a student of science, and he had read about the impact of radioactivity on human beings, but that was in theory. In 1945, on 6th August, during the World War, the Allied forces led by USA dropped an atom bomb on Hiroshima. And that brought you can say, tragedy in the history of mankind. It is said that about 1,60,000 people at that time in 1945 were either injured or died because of that bombardment. Our poet never got an opportunity to visit Hiroshima, but after many years, as he was a journalist, he had seen many war affected areas. But after many years, he got an opportunity to visit Hiroshima. There he saw everything with his own eyes and the impact after many years. He did not write anything there. He came to India, and just like Wordsworth says, poetry is spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings, written in tranquility. He is reminded of all the scenes of Hiroshima, and then he composed this poem. He has given a graphic account of actual event of the city as if it happened before his eyes. This is the power of imagination of the poet. How the people suffered, what might have happened, everything is imagined by the poet. Now let us come to the text of the poem. It's a very small poem, very short poem. Only 3 stanzas. The first stanza says, on this day, the sun appeared, no, not slowly over the horizon, but right in the city square. On this day, that is on 6th August 1945, when the USA dropped atom bomb on the city of Hiroshima. The sun rose, but not just normal days. On the usual days, sun rises very slowly in the east, not like that, but from the city itself. The idea is the sun gives light and everything is visible. It creates heat also. In the same way, the bomb was dropped in the city and the earth was torn, and a heat and light emerged from that incident. A blast of diesel poured over. It was so, because much heat and light, that it dazzled the sight. Nobody was able to see clearly. All lost their eyes, not from the middle sky, but from the earth torn, ragged open. Normally the sun appeared or rises from the sky, in the middle of the sky. But this sun rose from the earth. The idea is the earth was torn open, tattered into small pieces, and from that came out so much heat and light, and that blinded everyone, destroyed everything. The idea is, normally we associate sun with life-giving characteristics, attributes, but here the sun has been associated. The sun here means the light which was created because of the dropping of atom bomb, with death-giving properties. Human shadows dazed and lost. Now the poet describes the impact of that atom bomb which was dropped on the city of Hiroshima. Human beings dazed. Dazed means confused and bewildered, lost. It was so much light and heat that there was no shadow. Human beings become themselves ashes, etc. We will see in the next line. Pitched in every direction. Pitched in moves suddenly. There, normally when the sun gives light, we see the shadow in one direction. But here the sun is coming from so many directions, that is light coming from so many directions, that there was no human beings. It moving here and there. And the blaze, that is flame of the light, not rising from the east. Normally sun rises in the east, but this blaze, this light did not appear from eastern sky, smashed in the city's heart. It destroyed, ruined from the city heart. It is from the middle of the city. And it appeared to the poet an immense wheel of death sword, which is dark color, a wheel of the death, so riding in its chariot, is going on, spinning down and apart in every direction. That is causing death in all the directions. Instant of sun's rise and set. It happened so suddenly that sun, or here means sun means light. Light came and disappeared. Normally, the sun rises in the morning and sets in the evening, so there is a long period of day. But here everything happened so fast, it appeared that the noon has compressed because there was no noon. The sun set, sun rose and set immediately. In a moment, everything was destroyed. People lost their vision. Everything was destroyed. Whatever came into its contact, it died. Whether human beings or animals or any other things. And then it was not human shadows that lived. Normally with the time, human shadow becomes lengthy, but it is not the human shadow paled, which becomes not bright, means loses its brightness, shining, and died. It was man suddenly became a mist. The impact of the heat, the temperature was so much that even human beings, they turned into mist, fog. They were burned and they were disappeared and then gone, and the shadows stays. Only shadows left. Burned on rocks. If there was something on the rock, even the rock was burned, and there were signs of the destructions on the rock. Stones of these vacant streets, a sun conjured by man converted man to air. Conjured made. This sun, one is a normal sun, which gives us light, which rises in the east and sets in the west, and that is life-giving. But this sun, that is atom, was created by human beings. And the impact of this sun is that it converted human beings into air, to nothingness. Human beings were destroyed, ruined completely. White shadows singed on the black rock give back man's witness to himself. There were some, it was quite possible the poet might have seen some rocks or with some fissure or some kind of symbols there. That the rocks were also burned down. Only signs of destruction were there. The poet says it is the man who is witnessing his own invention. The idea is atom bomb was created by man, and now he himself, what he has done is a witness to this, what you can call that this destruction is witnessed by man himself. Thank you very much.